Plaintiff, Stephanie Edge, was married to the defendant's brother twice, and she claims the defendant is physically and mentally abusive. Stephanie says she filed a restraining order against the defendant, and she has a video of the defendant terrorizing her. She's suing for loans, stolen food, and emotional distress. Defendant Julie Orrick says Stephanie is the one who's been terrorizing her because she has an explosive temper and she often throws tantrums like a child. Julie's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Okay, Your Honor. I know Julie Edge from Robert Edge. He was my ex-husband, and I was his fifth and sixth wife.
Fifth and sixth. So you all married, broke up, and remarried?
We just currently got an annulment back in July 27th.
The second time, or?
The second marriage, yes.
Go ahead.
Okay, Julie Edge, the reason why I'm here today is Julie Edge has terrorized me, verbally, physically, and mentally abused me.
Since when?
Since I've known her, the very first incident that happened back in October of 2009.
That would be a lie, and no, I don't think so. I don't even think terrorize, really terrorize. Wow, unbelievable. Do I look like I could terrorize?
Look like something wrong with you. I don't know why. But go ahead. You met her in October of 09?
Yes, October of 09 was the first time I had a restraining order on her. I was pregnant with her brother's he's now 2. She hit me.
Oh, no, wait, don't forget to tell him that you lineback charged me pregnant off a porch and charged me like a maniac.
That's
and
not
your
even
son
true.
Your Honor.
Had to stop you.
May I say something?
No, neither one of y'all can say anything. So let her finish. Go ahead.
Okay, the first time, like I said, was October 2009. I have a restraining order. Her and her mother would always interfere in mine and Robert's arguments.
Objection.
Let her finish, ma'am. And what?
Off and on, Robert and I separated for periods of time. Fast forward, we got our divorce back in September. The very first divorce was September 2011. 3 months passed by, Robert came back into the picture and once again wooed me over and talked me into staying in the relationship.
When was that?
That was on Thanksgiving Day of 2011.
Okay.
Wooed you over.
December 15th,
Really,
we were married.
Flowers. Okay.
And anyways, at that period of time, we were living in a hotel with our son, and he came out of his mom's house one day telling me that we were going to move in, and I was like, really? Back into his mom's house? I'm like, really? We went through this before, and it was only lasted a week. It was a nightmare before.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You're the one that wanted to move into my mother's house. You're the one that begged Rob to let you come back there. Wrong.
No, false.
Get it straight.
That's enough,
Wrong.
ma'am. I'll let you speak shortly. And that's not something I look forward to. Go ahead.
Okay, we moved out of the hotel.
And moved in his mother's?
Correct, on December 28th.
What does it have to do with her?
What it has to do with her is that from the day that I moved in, practically I was terrorized verbally, mentally, and physically.
She lived there?
She lived there as well, yes.
Okay.
I have evidence by video of that particular day before I went.
What is it going to show?
It's going to show her abusing me.
Okay.
It's going to show.
Let's see it.
Stop pushing on the door, Julie. This is my room where I reside. It's my room. You can wait. See, I'm recording it right now. My foot is on the door. This is my room. You've been harassing me all day. My belongings are in the room. Open the door, Stephanie, you child. I told you to stop harassing me, Julie. Just stand off the door. No, it's my room. Open the door. No. And you are not pregnant. Okay, whatever. That's fine. You're not. I saw the blue line.
You're still trying to get her things out of the room?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what she's saying. Why didn't you let her get her things out of the room? Why didn't you just bring her things out?
Okay, because I was afraid of her, Your Honor.
What was your husband saying when you were being terrorized?
Well, he was back and forth. What happened was he would get in an argument with me and get it to the point where I was upset myself. He would step back, and which he always did, he would step back and let his mother and his sister step in and terrorize
Okay, so the only time they terrorized you is when your husband suggested they do so?
Correct.
Okay. Go ahead. Let me hear from you, ma'am.
Well, first of all, as I had mentioned, all the what Stephanie is saying are untrue. If anybody's terrorized, it's me. From the day one I met the woman.
Somebody has. I don't know if it was her.
From day one.
Somebody has terrorized you.
I'm the terrorized person.
There's no question about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I met her when my brother met her, and they got married twice. Once wasn't enough, twice. And I never cared for Stephanie from day one, but I tried to be the bigger person. Because I could see what she was.
What was she?
She has an explosive temper, Your Honor, explosive. She has thrown temper tantrums, jump up and down like a kid, like 5.
Did you tell the judge? Did you tell the judge that when she went for the restraining order?
Oh, she did that all on her own.
Pardon me?
I wasn't present for that.
Yeah, but they give you a hearing. They give you a hearing. They give you the restraining order.
Yes.
Then they give you a date for the hearing.
Yes.
That's what I'm referring to. The hearing.
Yes.
Did you go to the hearing?
Yes, I did.
Did you tell the judge all that?
I believe that I did.
And what did the judge say? He still gave her the restraining order?
Yes, he did.
Right. That means he believed her over you. You're going to act like she got it on her own. Don't know that I know there's a follow-up process. She got it on her own. I don't know. I didn't talk to the judge. She got it on her own. You don't know. I know that they have a hearing. I guess you don't think I was a real judge.
But, Your Honor, my brother is witness to those episodes.
Can I say something?
Come on up. State your name.
Robert Edge. I am her ex-husband. The whole thing is, Your Honor, is what my sister's saying, and it's a joke that we're even in this courtroom to begin with. She's saying all of these accusations against my sister, bringing up about me, which has nothing to do with this case whatsoever, except for to demean her character and to demean my character, make me look like a lousy person. I did not allow anything. I've tried to tell... For years, she would explode literally into a little temper tantrum like she was 5 years old. Stand there, jump up and down, go to the neighbors, call the police. The police told me to get away from her because she...
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would have these hysterics. It's all documented.
Okay.
It is.
Ma'am, did you have police interaction regarding you and your husband?
Constantly, because I would be the one calling on them. I do not have an explosive temper.
Did you?
No.
But you did have the police involved several times in your marriage.
Yes.
And each time it was him?
Yes, and then he would get me started saying,
No, that's all you got to say. Each time it was him.
Yes.
And each time it was you that called the police.
Yes.
She, numerous interactions with the police.
But she says she always had to call them on you.
No, I never went to jail. Did I, Stephanie? Not one time. For doing anything.
Yes,
did I,
you
Stephanie?
did.
I did?
Back in October of 2009, you got harassment charges.
And somebody was also on probation for a year for domestic violence.
Who?
Not me.
I got
Who
harassment.
was?
Oh, she went to jail, too. She didn't tell you that.
You
Yes.
were sentenced for domestic violence?
Yes. No, it wasn't
hitting
domestic
me.
violence. It was harassment as well. I got harassment charges.
Were you convicted?
Not convicted. Well, I pled guilty because...
That's convicted.
Yeah.
Now, were you ever convicted of domestic violence?
Never.
Or anything in relation to that?
Never.
All right, let's move right along.
Okay. The whole thing is what I witnessed so many times during our marriage is just her being very explosive, controlling, manipulating, vindictive, to where I think what she's doing to my sister right now isn't really about the money. It isn't about the so-called food, about her buying Burger King for her, and that she owes her a Whopper.
Or taco.
Please tell me that's not what she's going to tell
Yes, that's exactly what this is
That's
about.
it. Burger King, Taco Bell.
Tell me about the loans, the food, and the emotional distress.
Okay, the loans is when we moved into his mother's home, Julie lost her student loan money, like she expected it to get. She wasn't making the grades. She wasn't making money.
Did you loan her money? Let's
Yes,
get
I
there.
did.
How much?
$120 for cigarettes, $320 for food, $100 for pet food, $100 for gas, total of $640, and then there's a fee of $125. Well, I'm charging because I had to replace food. She stole food from my pantry.
Let me see your list, please. Over the course of what period?
January 2012, I had gone into a hotel because of the fact that she was harassing me and terrorizing me. And Robert and I went together to this hotel, and we stayed there for 3 days. And she was sending nasty text messages. Basically, she was taking back my food, and when I went back to the house...
Do you have that text?
No, I don't.
Do you have any evidence that she stole food from you?
Yes, I do, from my friend.
Right. What is that evidence you're about to present me?
It is a statement from my girlfriend that she
saw her stealing food?
No, she did not.
Well, how does your girlfriend know? What is she saying?
Well, because I had called her.
Because this is coming across now like nonsense.
Well, she knew.
It sounds like some emotional relationship nonsense, just like your ex-husband said. So what is it that your friend knew or saw regarding her stealing food out of your pantry?
Because I called her and told her, and I said, I don't know what I'm going to do.
How did you know she had stolen it?
Because she sent a text message which Robert Edge erased.
Give me that. Oh, it's erased.
Yes,
I got you.
he erased it.
All right. And ma'am, did you borrow and agree to repay for cigarettes, food, pet food, and gas?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
All right. Now let's talk about the food. Did you steal her food?
No, I did not.
All right. Your counterclaim is for what?
Emotional distress.
How so?
She is, again, that explosive temper, many times engaged with me, got in my face. You know,
At
Your
your
Honor,
home?
Yes.
With your mother there?
Yes.
Your mother's home?
Yes.
Could have ended that emotional distress the first night. Could have said, Mama, she can't stay here, or Mama, I'm leaving. Mama, choose who you want to stay here because this is going to be a problem. But instead you stayed there and you endured it.
Well,
and your mother allowed her to stay there and you all endured it.
Well, Your Honor, correct.
You can't allow emotional distress and then sue somebody because you accepted it. You have an obligation to mitigate your damage. Mitigate means lessen it by whatever means.
Can I explain to you, please?
Yes.
Okay, I had lived there for years beforehand. The reason she came into the house was because they had nowhere to go. They were in between
What
staying
I
at
do
places.
know is that you're suing her for emotional distress for all the fussing and fighting at the house. She's suing you all for emotional distress for all the fussing and fighting at the house. I'm not going to grant you a judgment for you all going back and forth. You say you loaned her cigarette money, food money, pet food money, gas money. But you said time you moved in, from day one, you all argued and fought, and they terrorized you every day. And I've never heard of the victim of a terrorist give the terrorist cigarettes and food. Never heard of it. So I don't believe you. I believe this is some mess that you all have going on, and I'm not granting anybody any money because they have some mess between the sister and the sister-in-law and the ex-husband and all this nonsense. Claims dismissed.
Done. Never want to see her again, talk to her ever. Done. Done deal.
That's fine. I'm out of the picture. I have his son. I have his fifth son. He has nothing to do with his child.
You don't
you
have
have a
anything to do with
restraining
your
order
children. She doesn't even have her own children. Her
He
grandma,
has
her
5
mother.
children. He doesn't
Her
take care of
mother
any of
takes care of
them.
them.
I'm done.
my
They're all
child
liars, and I'm done with abuse.
I
I don't have to put up with
support.
it anymore.
You filed a restraining order against
That's
me.
right,
How
you
can I
did.
possibly
You're
sue my
abusive.
son? I'm not abusive. You're the one who went to
You
jail.
pulled my hair. How is that not abusive?
You went to jail, not me.
You went to jail, and
No.
you know you did. Yes, you
I've
did.
never
I
gone
did
to
not.
jail for
Oh,
anything.
really?
Whatever, liar.
For
You're a liar.
harassment, October 2009. You
Oh, really? Because maybe you were calling me nonstop?
know what, Rob? I'm done.
Good.
So am I.
That's right.
I'll
You're
take care of my
divorced.
son.